Hey guys, what's up? Stormfo here. So today I will give you the best build on Pudge which will allow you to carry your game like 1v5. You don't need your carry to be the real carry. You can be the real carry of the game. When you're playing 4 Pudge or 5 Pudge, you can still go this build. This build is very effective in just running the enemy down. So starting with the skill build, I want to say you need to take 1 point in hook and then max out your rod and take 1 point in the flash hip till you're level 5. So the reason for the 1 point in flash hip is because it blocks a lot of damage from the rod itself that does damage to Pudge himself. So you can die very fast. So at level 7 you need to still max your rod. You can still go to take one more point in the flash hip stack because sometimes there are some heroes that do a lot of overtime damage and they have high overtime damage. So third skill blocks a lot of high overtime damage. So third skill can be sometimes good into maxing out. And then after that you need to max your third skill once you're done maxing the rod. Don't skill your hook so much. Take only 1 point. Then once you get these 2 points, you can actually farm NC with this hero. Now a lot of the time people think that taking Pudge means you're ganking always, but that is not the case. In your games, most of the games, you are gonna be farming a lot with this Pudge, especially in the low MMR. Like in the low MMR, people don't even know how to gank, people don't know when to gank, and people don't know how to gank. So in those cases, you can actually max your rod and your flash hip so you can farm effectively. At level 10, you need to take the talent, the 4 armor if you're playing against high physical damage, but if you're playing against say low physical damage, then you can also take the rod slow. Both are actually good. If you're playing against Slack, if you're playing against PL, then try to take these two skills, okay? Because it kites PL a lot, and Slack is unmovable in these fights, which makes Slack kiteable, and Slack doesn't feel comfortable at all fighting into you. The item build goes like this. Since you're playing 4 or 5 Pudge, you will be making tranquil boots most of the time because you want to stay on the map all the time and then gank a lot. So once you get the tranquil boots, try to rush the blade mill. The reason for the blade mill is because when you play against your hardest counter, that is Ursa, Monkey King, Slack, these are the heroes that counter Pudge the hardest. So you can actually counter them back with a blade mill because blade mill returns them the damage, and if Ursa wants to kill you, he will be forced to use his ulti just to kill you. So this will force Ursa's ulti. So if he tries to kill you with his ulti for the next 50 or 60 seconds, he's not gonna have his ulti, which will make him killable from his team, and he will be hesitant to kill you with the blade mill. Same with Slack. Slack will be forced to use his ulti to kill you, so which will make Slack not have his ulti. Again, Monkey King, it works like this. Since Monkey King lifesteals, he will not lifesteal enough from the Jingo Mastery, and he will take some damage, not all the damage because he's gonna lifesteal off it. But this will also force him to take some damage because blade mill does some passive damage. So if they have high physical damage, they will take a lot of passive damage too from blade mill. So they will think twice before killing you. And also blade mill is like the best item on Pudge because you return a lot more damage than you take because of your flash hip. Since you will be maxing the flash hip, when your flash is active, it reduces physical damage, magic damage, and pure damage. At the same time, your blade mill will be active on, so you will be returning them 85% of the damage and you will be taking less damage. So this makes blade mill the best item on Pudge in this meta right now, and it is very underrated. I see very few people buy blade mill on Pudge. They don't know how to use it. So I always go blade mill on Pudge because of this very reason, because I tank up a lot and I give them a return damage, and most of the time with Pudge is that you feel like you're not doing enough in the fights. Your hook and your ulti is not doing enough, so you can actually return a lot of damage with this blade mill. And the next item after that is Scepter. Once you get the blade mill, you become a farming machine with this hero. You can tank up the creeps and farm. You can farm in the lane. You can farm some heroes also with this, and then get the Scepter. Once you get the Scepter, you have a very big power spike. You counter even the hardest counter to you, that is Ursa, Clark, Monkey King. Like these heroes, they will be afraid of you once you get the Scepter. And then once you get the Scepter, you can go for a different build. You can either go for a Blink if your team is lacking the catch. You can go for a BKB if you want to man fight them. Then you can go for Lotus. You can go for Shivas, depending upon the game that you're in. You can go hard. You can go even Dagon if you want. Just if you just want to have some fun with the spell, lifesteal, and burst people down. Like there's no stopping this Pudge after this, because once you get Blade Mill, Scepter, Pudge, you counter Slack so hard, you counter Ursa so hard, you counter Monkey King, and you can also look to buy Ghost Scepter also, E-Blade also, because E-Blade again counters Monkey King, E-Blade again counters Ursa, E-Blade again counters Slack in a way, and also you can go Halberd if you want to hard counter this heroes. So this is my item build on how to play Pudge, and I actually 1v5 a lot of games with this. I carry most animals in the C server that I get with this Pudge, and I've carried my Griffin carries also, Griffin mid players, Griffin offlaners. Like I've met all this stuff. I'm a solo MMR player, so I get all sorts of animals in the C server, and I've carried most games with this Pudge. If you see my shots, I post a lot of blade mail Pudge, and the reason why I do that, where I make blade mail on Pudge and I just own with this hero every time. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.